Alright, what is going on, everyone? We are back, finally, with some VOD reviews. I want to apologize for the lack of uploads. This season's kind of been dull for me, and I didn't follow the competitive scene too much. I followed it a bit, especially in FNCS, but overall I didn't really enjoy the meta of this season. So anyway, with the new season coming up, I wanted to get some videos out of FNCS because this one was pretty good. Right now we have the game of the three winners of this trio: FNCS, Acorn, Slacks, and Jahq. I've been actually following Jahq and his competitive progress for 2 to 3 seasons now. Since he was in Vanish, I knew he was, in my opinion, the best on Vanish at the time. And then when he left, I knew he got picked up by a bigger org. Turns out it was, in fact, G2 that picked him up, and since then he has performed insanely well in all tournaments and competitions. So we are following them from his perspective here. Looks like they're landing Slurpee, but we shall see what goes on. I have not seen this. Not going to spoil their placements or the amount of elims they get in this game. Just know that it's a good game. So looks like they're looking around to see if they're contested. They're unconned, which at Slurpee is insane because you're just gonna get free shield off the rip. All the loot to your trio. Any shields you find you can carry because you're just gonna get free shield from here regardless. Also, this place is one of the best places on the map to get metal. A lot of the map has reduced the metal at POIs, especially with the switch to drivable cars. As I've mentioned in previous videos, it makes the ability to find metal, I don't want to say less easy, but it's not as efficient because the cars take forever to farm. So it can just be a pain compared to other POIs like this. It's interesting to me that they don't. Oh, okay, I see the rotate. I was curious why they didn't farm up and land here. What they're actually doing, this POI is where Ruckus spawns, and he's the only AI on the map that drops an RPG. Landing here, you have to fight him off spawn with little to no shield and sometimes not good weapons, but landing Slurpee, getting guns like they have, blue lever, blue AK, max shield, they're going to be able to rotate and either kill Ruckus or kill the team that killed Ruckus because they're going to be in shambles. This is actually huge. This is so smart. Ruckus is still there. There is a team here, though. There are builds inside. Are they going to just grab and go? Oh, no, they're actually going to contest. Smart. Oh, did this team die? There's no way. Where did they go? I'm so confused right now. There's a bunch of builds. Did Ruckus kill them or what? Or did they just leave when they heard the car? Looks like even Jahq is confused. He's trying to look around like, where the heck did these guys go? People up there, I don't know if that's the team. 24 blue. It makes sense that they would try to contest this spot, though, because if people landed here and either got Ruckus or were weak from Ruckus, it's essentially just free Storm Surge. Still good metal, though. Just waiting for Acorn, I believe. That was interesting. You could see Acorn drop a blue lever for a green tack. So it's interesting to see people's preferences on guns. I personally, in this meta, like I've said, this meta is kind of rough. I personally like the tack over the lever, just because the lever sometimes has a weird like pull-out delay and reload delay. The tack is just the most consistent gun in the game right now, but it doesn't do like any damage, which is frustrating. Especially in low tier, which is why it's important to land at POIs where you can quickly get upgrades. It's smart for them to come back here, because now they can finish looting this spot and capping their materials. See, he drops the lever for the tack as well. The tack is just the most consistent in the game regardless of the damage. Because I've been in several fights where the lever just doesn't, like, the pull-out time is just strange and it doesn't shoot. Or you pull it out and it doesn't shoot, and then you switch weapons and it's just useless. I don't know if they're gonna keep it in the game. I'm hoping next season they bring back the pump. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I don't care if they bring back purple and gold pump, but gray through blue would make the game much more consistent, and there wouldn't be the bailout pump where like the blue one can hit for 180, great, but you have to have like good aim. The bailout pump where you can all of a sudden get hit for anywhere from 110 to 220 if you're like running into someone's box and all of a sudden they flick around and headshot you with it, that can be frustrating. I understand that, but the pump is just the most consistent shotgun in the game, period. I mean, some people prefer like the charge and stuff like that. The charge does good damage, but it's just so inconsistent with the fire rate. So I'm really hoping that this next season they bring back the pump, because even if it's the low tier pump, it makes the game more enjoyable to play. Let's see. Zone pulls mid. They've got quite the rotate ahead of them. Luckily, they don't really have a lot of people around them. And the people that are, like these people, they're already rotating in cars. These guys, I think, are AI. Yeah, these are AI. So yeah, they actually don't have anyone around them now. Everyone's already rotated out of here, so they get a free rotate into zone. I'm curious to see where zone's going to be pulling, if it's going to keep going up or if it's going to stay central this game, though. Trying to decide who carries minis. Yeah, leaving minis isn't really the best play. What are they doing here? Okay. Difficult team decision making right there. Don't know if that was the path to take. I can't believe that they're doing this in FNCS. That's comedic, actually. They need to go to like driver's ed or something. Holy. Yeah, there you go. They take this truck. It'd make more sense to take the truck. One of them would be exposed, but the truck travels so much better on land than any of the other cars. This was smart for them to take this rotate to grab all the brick up here, though. Alright. What are we looking at for loadouts? RPG charge AR. I'm a harpoon man. I love cheesing with that. And slacks, solid loadout, honestly. Good mats all around. Okay, zone pulls. It does go north all the way to Craggy. They're going to be rotating to active side. Dead side is obviously going to be up here because there's literally no teams. Looks like they're taking an engagement. Seems strange. Oh, they're just trying to get tags. Other teams are also trying to get tags. Anyway, like I was saying, this is going to be dead side, 100%. There's two teams here. They rotate, like, here maybe. But this whole side is empty. So if these teams are smart on the edges, or even these teams, if they can cross somehow to dead side, they're going to have such an easy time. It's not going to be congested. They're not going to be, like, lobby focused. This is a good position. I'm going to pause this really quick. They're here, right, on the edge of the water. If you understand the way the rivers travel, if you've played the game at all, the river travels this way. So if zone keeps pulling this way, they can just jump in the river and do a free river rotate, hopefully without burning any mats, and if they do have to, a little. Rather than relying on crystals or materials to rotate, they can just take the river down. This is actually a really good position. Personally though, if I was them, because these teams are going to be focusing people on the edges, I would take river to dead side now. But then again... Oh, okay. They are doing that. Oh, they're going to try to take height here. Oh, this is a bold play. What the heck? They're going center, second zone, taking height. Is that slacks already up there? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Holy. That is a huge material investment just then. I don't know if I would do that. They're on height. They successfully took height, right? Right here. Usually, second zone you kind of just find a spot. In third zone you want to go center in hopes to get fourth, and then edge zone fifth. However, they just invested a ton of brick and metal into building a base here. So I'm curious to see if they either get zone or if they're able to get refreshes early here, because they're also below storm surge, so they're gonna need tags. Yeah, this was a huge material investment on their part. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I would do the same here. Seems really risky, especially where they are located. There's not a whole lot of brick if zone pulls north. Like, there's this field that has some brick here, and obviously they look down over here where there's a lot of brick. But if zone pulls like this way, finding the ability, or finding the time and the ability to farm mats is very low, and there's no metal around here. So if they burn all their hard mats, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to have to be looking for refreshes. I think they know this. They're probably going to jump in there below threshold. And honestly, this is a refresh. They need to wrap this up quick, though. If this fight goes on too long, it's gonna be a huge waste of time and resources on their part. Good. would. We got one. They got one elim there. They should probably try to get more. They're only 137 above. That is not enough. Again, zone pulls north. You can just take the river down. This is now... Over here, I believe, is going to be congested. All these teams might come here. This is going to be dead side. So, I don't know what they plan on doing here, but it's going to be interesting to see the rotate. What are these guys doing? Okay, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. They did burn a lot of mats basing up here and taking this fight, but it could be worse. Oh, they are trying to take the spots, right? Here, do these guys take it or they run? They're gonna have to take the fight now. Oh, they're flying. Wow. That's so risky. It wasn't risky on there. Oh my god, what are they doing? It wasn't risky on the other team's part. Honestly, getting out of there was the play. This is what's risky. They're in zone now. And they're burning a ton of mats to take this engagement. It's 3v2, and they got them, so that's work. But in a normal situation, if the enemy disengages like that, unless you're in like a dire circumstance, allowing the enemy to reposition and potentially reform, and kind of, you know, heal up, reload and everything, depending on who the enemy is, it may be unwise to chase them down like this. But because they already had the one pick, they probably got a bunch of damage on them already. I guess this makes sense, because one, they needed the refresh, two, they needed surge. So, in this circumstance, it makes sense. Because they're in zone 2. Like, I've had engagements in game where you're fighting people and you get one pick and the other team, like, runs away in a storm or really far away from zone. That obviously is a situation where you don't chase, because ultimately they're just trying to grief your game. These guys rotated into zone with a car. Honestly, if I was the other team that they were chasing, I would have rotated with the car all the way to the dead side over here. Because going from here to here, like, obviously they're going to chase. Like, you moved like 50 feet and you went into the new zone. It makes complete sense to chase you down. They're in a weird spot, though, now with the bridge. Curious to see if they stay low ground, or if they go height, or if they go... Staying edge fourth makes complete sense. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to move here. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to move, because if you're edge fourth, you have a chance of getting half in, half out. Moving is going to cost them a bunch of materials that they may not get back, and they may not need to expend, so... He's watching to see if that guy opens his cone, because if that guy opens his cone and get tags, Jahq has a free angle on him. Ooh, that tag someone for white damage, it's over. Like, you're getting pushed. Any good player who is confident in their skills is instantly gonna just charge into your box and do whatever they can if they get white tags on you. Especially in a competitive scenario. Like, if they get white tags, like, for instance, in this situation, Jahq is 200 HP. He gets 33 white tags, that means at most you have, 66, 67 HP. You haven't popped minis yet. You just apply pressure, it's over. No way that guy counts in. That was such a bad thing on his part. He basically just gave them a free healing. That was crazy. He didn't even have tags on them. He just dove into their box. You think he's gonna 1v3 them? Oh, wow. Okay, they're really making a play for height here. They didn't pull zone. But they're in. And they are making a play for height. It looks like they're like a... They're not height, but maybe like a second or third. Nice pick. Ooh, 2 elims there, huge. They don't really have to worry about Surge at this point now. It's kind of just getting elims for points. Yeah, there are people above them. Okay, they're like... I don't know how high that goes, but they're probably like 3rd height right now. Splash for the lads. Nice. They all have really good HP. Decent mats, not great. Jahq has the most. He'll probably tarp for them. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Look at the map. Zone pulls way over here. They're on 3rd height. They bounce her. This is low ground down here, so they can bounce her from there. Huge. They still making the play for height though? They're gonna burn a lot of mats. I don't know if this works. Wow, these guys are cranking. Okay, Fortnite. Replay mode want to work, or free healing. Oh no! Oh no! Let's jump in their box. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was unwise. Trying to get his teammates loot. No shot. Not in that situation. Get height. We need to connect though. Bogged down in endgame scenarios like this. Push them off of 2nd height, so they're still 2nd height, but they're much lower. Where they're dropping down to the 16 people. 14 people. You need to keep height here and apply pressure. Forcing other people down to the bottom layers is going to force people to fight. And keep people off the layer. Oh wow. That's impressive. He's spraying, they have a ton of ammo, and combined with the double AR spray, or triple AR spray, forcing people to burn through their mats, and when you only have 1500 max, there's no way you're going into this endgame with 1500 mats, so burning them because someone's RPGing it is rough. Again, forcing people to get refreshes because they don't want to. Oh my god, toxic. That's exactly what I would do though. One, because it's hilarious, and two, because honestly, if someone's low HP, you just get a free hit with the hardcore. Oh, 2 wins right there. Huge Acorn. Nice plays. Nice plays all around. Again, just applying pressure from height, and then when they get 2 knocks, they all just kind of drop down and clean them up. Huge. Very, very good game. Very solid. Great rotations. I was a little nervous with some of their fights, but they made it work. Good amount of elims. Nice little victory royale for a bunch of points. Honestly, great job. Well deserved. These guys were underrated. These guys were very underrated 2-3 seasons ago, and look at them now. Just proves that with hard work you can go anywhere. They just won FNCS. So anyway, great game. I'm gonna be putting out at least one more VOD review from this FNCS. I think it's gonna be from Commandment and his trio, because they really popped off the other day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day.